Pure Bond, Chapter 14, The Trip to Tokyo. It's spring break in the windy city of Chicago as the day finally arrived for Sarah and her best friends to head to Tokyo, Japan for their spring break vacation.
I wonder what Laura, Jessie, and Christina are gonna bring with them to this trip. Either way, we're gonna have a great time out there.
Sarah had everything she needed all packed up and ready to go, and soon after, she called her best friends, letting them know that the time is near to meet up with her at her mansion. Within time, Laura, Jessie, and Christina finally arrived at the Morgan mansion. Jessie waved at Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Good morning. I'm glad you all made it.
Yep, we're all packed up and ready to go.
Mr. Rogers made his way towards the girls and greeted them.
Good morning, young ladies.
Good morning, sir.
Please allow me to escort you all to the airport, and I hope you all have a safe trip to Tokyo, too.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate it.
You are most welcome, ma'am. It is my absolute pleasure.
All right, girls. You all ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
Then let's take off.
With the girls having everything they need set and ready to go, they put all their luggage in the limo, got inside the car, and were then escorted to the airport by Mr. Rogers. Sarah's parents watched her daughter and her best friends leave the premises. 32 minutes later, the girls finally made it to the Midway Airport, and from there, they took all their bags out of the limo and walked towards the terminal. Before going in, Sarah gave her last regards to her driver.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rogers. I'll be sure to contact my mother and father from time to time to let them know that I'm all right.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear from you, ma'am. You girls have a safe time out there. Come back home safe and sound.
Don't worry. We will.
Come on, Sarah. Let's go. Tokyo awaits.
Okay, I'm coming. All right, Mr. Rogers. We'll see you in a week.
Have a safe trip, Miss Morgan.
Sarah waved her driver goodbye as she caught up with her best friends inside the terminal, and Mr. Rogers drove off from the airport. The girls entered the terminal and saw a lot of travelers heading out on vacation as well.
Oh my! There's a lot of people leaving town, isn't there?
Yeah, and so are we. We're going to have an awesome vacation.
They then tried finding out when their flight to Tokyo would arrive at the airport.
Do you girls know when our flight comes?
After Laura asked that question, Sarah looked up at the TV screen on top of her and saw when the plane will arrive.
It looks like our flight won't come for another 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Really? Aw, man. I want to get there now.
Relax, Jessie. The plane will be here before you know it. Well, we might as well get comfortable and find a place to sit and wait for our flight.
Yeah, let's go.
The girls then found a seat and sat down near the front gate, waiting for their flight to come. Out overseas, it's also spring break at the Arlen All-Girls Academy in Tokyo, Japan, as Yuna, Itami, and Haruka Sugimoto walk towards the mall.
What game should we buy today?
I have some money on me to buy some old school games.
They both gone into the game store to look around and buy some video games. Afterwards, they went to the arcade and spent most of the day playing there.
Come on. Let's head back to my house, Haruka-chan.
I am right behind you, Yuna-chan.
Both girls walked out of the mall with smiling faces after playing and buying video games. Meanwhile, back in the States, Sarah and the girls were still waiting for their flight to arrive. But then moments later, the PA announcer told the travelers that the plane had landed. With the info delivered, the girls got up and walked toward the main gate.
You all ready?
Yes!
All right. Next stop, Tokyo.
They all showed the employees their tickets and passports and entered the plane. They all sat in their seats, as did the other passengers. As soon as everyone entered the plane and sat in their seats, including the pilots, they were ready for takeoff.
Tokyo, here we come.
The plane left Midway Airport and took off for Tokyo, Japan. While on the airplane to Tokyo, Sarah was texting Jack, letting him know that she and the others were okay, while Laura and Christina were listening to their music and Jessie was playing her handheld console. One of the pilots then spoke to the passengers through speakerphones.
Attention passengers, we hope that you're enjoying the flight as we are 10 hours away from reaching our destination.
I am so excited about this trip!
Me too. There's going to be lots of stuff there to discover.
But when we get there, we'll need directions. We sure do, because translating the words there will be a lot difficult for us since we don't read in Japanese.
Oh, don't worry. I have that taken care of.
Really? How?
Don't worry. You'll see soon enough.
Back in Tokyo, Yuna and Haruka walked normally without any dangers in the city as the police were taking good care of its citizens. The girls waved at Detective Misaki Ebihara, who patrols the city and bumps into the detective's adoptive daughter, Akane-Imai. They've greeted their best friend.
Akane-chan, good to see you.
Yo! What's up, Akane-chan?
Yuna-chan, Haruka-chan, good to see you both too. I'm here learning some more detective stuff today with my mother.
I'm not surprised about that at all. Say, you want to come back with us to Yuna's house?
Sure. Let me tell my mother and join you both in a sec.
As Akane hugged her mother goodbye, the three girls walked off happily. They walked normally around the streets of the city, talking about their past adventures and planning on what to do next. Several hours had passed as Sarah's friends were resting themselves as they were about an hour and a half away from Tokyo. Sarah was looking out the window and said in her thoughts,
I just hope the guide's training with Rio goes well. But more importantly, I really hope that Christina and the others don't get caught in the same situation that I went through. We all gotta watch our backs now. Anything can happen at any point in time. We gotta be ready for anything.
The next hour and a half passed. Most of the passengers were still sleeping, along with Sarah and the girls. The PA announcer then made an announcement.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally reached our destination. We'll be touching down within minutes. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan.
The girls woke up from the announcement, looked out the window, and saw the city from the skies.
We finally made it.
Woohoo! Hello, Japan!
Oh, wow! I can't believe we're really here. The city looks amazing.
Yeah, it sure is. Now the real fun begins.
The plane landed safely at the Tokyo International Airport, and with that, Sarah and the other passengers exited the plane and entered the terminal. The girls got in all of their luggage and walked out of the airport. Jessie then asked Sarah a question.
So you said we'll be staying at the Sunroot Plaza Hotel for the week, right, Sarah?
I already have 2 hotel rooms reserved for us. 2 people will be paired in each room.
How far is that hotel from here?
About 30 minutes from here.
How are we going to get there?
Don't worry, girls. My father has someone here who can take us there.
Great! Who?
Moments later, a black SUV pulled up to the side of them, and someone came out of the truck.
Greetings, you all. You must be Chester Morgan's daughter, correct?
I am, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you and your friends, Miss Morgan. My name is Kyuren Suzuki. Welcome to Japan. I'll be your escort all around Tokyo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Suzuki. So, are you all ready?
I am.
Me too. What are we waiting for?
All right then. Next stop, the Sunroot Plaza Hotel.
Sarah and her friends put all of their luggage in the SUV limo and entered the truck along with Mr. Suzuki and drove the girls to the Sunroot Plaza Hotel. As they drove off from the airport, Yuna and her friends noticed the SUV passing by.
I've never seen that car before.
Maybe. We have some tourists here. Mother said that this time of year is where lots of people come to visit Tokyo. Well, I hope they enjoy their stay here.
Sarah noticed 3 girls seeing them passing by.
Did you see someone, Sarah?
There were 3 girls just staring at this SUV. I don't think they had ever seen one before.
Well, that's a surprise. I mean, everyone has seen an SUV once in their lives.
Looks like not everyone has, Jessie.
The girls were about 20 minutes away from the Sunroot Plaza Hotel. Elsewhere, Yuna and her friends were continued chatting about the tourists they saw earlier.
A hotel? I see. They are tourists after all. Well, let's head back to my house. My mom is making food for all of us.
20 minutes later, Sarah and the girls had finally arrived at their destination.
We're here, ladies. The Sunroute Plaza Hotel. I hope you all enjoy your stay here. If you need a lift anywhere else, just give me a call.
Arigato.
Arigato?
It means thank you.
Oh, okay. Arigato.
Arigato!
The girls bowed to their escorter and grabbed their luggage from the SUV and entered the hotel.
Oh, wow! This hotel looks pretty nice!
And big, too.
They walked towards the front desk to check in.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Sunroute Plaza Hotel. How may I help you today?
Thank you. I made a reservation under Morgan.
The hotel employee then looked through the reservation list.
Morgan. Oh yes, here we are. Morgan. Reservation for 2 rooms.
The employee then gave Sarah 2 keys for the 2 rooms that she reserved. After that, they were told to go to the 5th floor, room 5D and 5E. The girls then went inside the elevator and made their way up to the 5th floor.
This is so cool. I can't believe we're actually here in Tokyo.
I bet the rooms will look great.
They made it to the 5th floor and searched for their suites, and seconds later, Sarah located the rooms.
Here we are, room 5D and 5E. All right, which room do you all want?
We'll take 5E. Come on, Laura. Let's get ourselves comfortable.
I'm right behind you, Jessie.
Well, looks like it's you and me in the other room, Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah gave Laura the key to their room, and from there, the girls entered their separate suites. Jessie and Laura went inside their room and were surprised on the design of the room.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
I'll say 2 separate beds, a flat-screen TV, a computer, a couch, and a very nice bathroom. I'm liking the city every second we're here. This vacation rocks.
While Laura and Jessie were settling in their room, Sarah and Christina were settling in their room.
The city is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for bringing us here, Sarah.
You're welcome. I just wanted to do something special for all of you for always being there for me.
I wonder how the guys are doing back home.
I'm sure they're doing all right and that they're enjoying themselves. Now let's enjoy our vacation.
Okay, Sarah.
Sarah and Christina also started unpacking their luggage and got acquainted to their room. Christina then asked Sarah a question.
Do you know what kind of food they got here?
Don't worry. We'll head out later and see what good restaurants they have here.
Elsewhere, Yuna, Akane, and Haruka arrived at Yuna's house, where her mother Kyoko prepared dinner for them.
This is very delicious, Miss Itami.
You're welcome, dear. So girls, anything interesting today?
Well, we saw new tourists arriving here.
New tourists? That sounds spectacular. Well, I do hope they have fun here in our city.
Yuna and the girls were then chatting about their plans for the day. Kyoko then asked them all a question.
So girls, what are you all going to do today?
We're going to see Saki and head to the plaza to find Pandora.
I really hope Mai-chan can come.
You know how Mai-chan is. Always staying in her laboratory every chance she gets.
I know. She really needs to get out of that lab every so often.
Don't worry, Haruka-chan. We can call her to see if she does.
Minutes later, Yuna changed into her normal clothing, preparing herself to go out with Akane and Haruka in search for their friend, Pandora.
Okay, all done.
Akane and Haruka also went into their normal clothing attire.
Ready to go, Yuna-chan? I'm ready, girls.
Then let's go!
Okay, have a good day, girls. Be careful out there, Yuna-chan.
The 3 girls then began going out for a walk. Akane then informed Yuna and Haruka on Saki's status.
Saki said that she'll be waiting for us at her house.
Groovy! What about Mai-chan?
She said that she might come.
She might. She better come.
Yuna then stopped for a moment and thought about the tourists that she saw earlier.
Something wrong, Yuna? I was wondering if the tourists we saw earlier are having fun.
You bet they are. Now let's keep moving. Saki is waiting for us.
Back at the Sunroof Plaza Hotel, Laura was relaxing on her bed, and Jessie brought her games with her and played them.
This vacation is starting off pretty well. Sarah's the best, isn't she?
Yeah, I know, and who knows? While we're here, we'll probably make some new friends.
You know it. I bet I'll meet someone who enjoys gaming more than I do.
Well, Jessie, you'll just have to wait and find out.
Sarah knocked on the door. Jessie went towards the door and opened the door for her and Christina. She then asked Jessie and Laura a question.
Hey, we're heading downstairs to see the restaurants they have here. Wanna come?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sarah and the girls left their rooms, got on the elevator, and made their way to the main floor of the building to see the restaurants in the hotel. When they got to the main floor, they walked around the building to see what the hotel has to offer. Sarah informed the girls about the restaurant that she saw on the internet.
From what I saw online, there should be a restaurant here. An Italian restaurant called Vilazza.
All right, let's check the place out.
They looked around the building and they finally found the Vilazza restaurant.
This place looks promising.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
They then walked inside the restaurant and one of the employees greeted them.
Welcome, ladies, to Vilazza. How can I serve you all today?
Yes, table for 4, please.
Sure. Right this way, please.
Another employee walked the girls to their table and gave them the menu list as they sat down. The girls then looked at the menu and started taking their orders. After they had asked what they wanted, the employee took their menus and walked off.
I'm liking Japan every minute now.
Glad you are, Jessie, because I am too.
We all are. And after we're done, let's say we go to the park. That sounds like a good idea.
I heard that the Granbury Mall is a great place to shop at. Why don't we go there?
Sure, why not?
A few minutes later, the waiter had arrived with their food and gave them their meals.
Here you are, girls. Please enjoy your meals.
After the girls received their meals, they began eating.
You should try this sirloin steak. It tastes heavenly.
Try this lamb chop. It tastes great.
Meanwhile, Yuna, Akane, and Haruka made their way over to Saki Sumeragi's house where she was waiting for them to arrive.
Saki-chan!
Yo, Saki!
Hello, Saki-chan.
Hi, girls. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I had to tie my sisters up today.
You three played that game again?
It's a habit, I know.
Yeah, a very weird habit.
After their little chat, Yuna and the girls began making their way towards the plaza. Meanwhile, back at the hotel, Sarah and the girls were just finishing their meals.
That food was so good.
I'll say, if we come back here for summer vacation, I would definitely come back to this restaurant again.
So, what do we do next?
Let's go to the mall. I want to see what kind of stuff they have here.
All right, we'll head to the Granbury Mall. I'll call Mr. Suzuki and he'll take us there.
Sarah called Mr. Suzuki and asked him to pick them up from the hotel and take them to the Granbury Mall. She then told the girls the details.
He said that he'll be here momentarily. Let's get moving.
They left the restaurant and waited in the front hall lounge for their driver to come pick them up. Elsewhere, Yuna and her friends walked towards the main plaza where Mai was waiting for them.
You girls are late. Again.
Mai-chan!
Hey, Yuna-chan. Good to see you again.
So you finally decided to leave the lab, huh, Mai?
I had no choice. Haruka just kept nagging on and on about me coming here.
Well, it's because it's just not the same if we're not all together.
Only Pandora-chan is left.
But now, where to find her?
At the music store.
Knowing where their friend was, Yuna and the girls began walking to the music store. A few minutes later, the girls had arrived at the music store within the plaza, but they didn't see Pandora anywhere.
Man, she sure is late.
She said that she had practice with her band. Don't worry, she'll be here.
This is the first time we've seen her in years, and she decides to come late?
Easy there, Mai-chan. She'll show up before you know it, and when she does, we're gonna have a blast!
Yuna then noticed that Pandora was coming their way.
Look, here she comes!
Pandora Wakabe walked towards the girls, signaling them hello. The 5 girls then hugged her and smiled very happily as she greeted them all.
Groovy! The gang is finally back together again.
Indeed. Well then, shall we go?
Finally.
Now that the childhood friends are together again, the 6 girls then headed out to the mall. Back at the hotel, Mr. Suzuki had arrived at the location to take Sarah and the girls to the Granbury Mall.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Are you girls ready?
We are, sir.
The girls got in the SUV, and Mrs. Suzuki then drove off from the hotel. While driving to the Granbury Mall, the girls were chatting about Jack and the guys.
So, Jessie, did Kyle tell you what he was going to do this week?
He's mainly going to be at the fitness center, working out for most of the time. What about you, Laura? What's Tyler gonna do?
He's gonna be working on more of his drawings. I've seen plenty of stuff he drew, and I have to say he's very good at it. What about Jack, Sarah? I'm sure he's gonna be doing something very important.
He is. He told me that he was going to see Rio and take care of some important things with him.
It's okay, Sarah. I'm sure he'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe.
Thanks, Christina. But it's not just Jack who's going to be with him. He also mentioned Tyler and Kyle will be joining him too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're going to be training with Rio.
Wow. I guess they're all going to try their best to protect us after the kidnapping incident.
Yeah. Well, one thing for sure is, I know for certain that Mr. Edward will come back for my father again, and I also have a strange feeling that at some point he'll soon target you guys too, because he'll probably be keeping a close eye on the people I hang out with the most.
Don't worry, Sarah. No matter what happens, we'll always be there for each other. We've got your back, and we know you've got ours.
Yeah!
Thank you, everyone. I couldn't be more grateful right now than to be with all of you. Best friends forever?
Best friends forever. Best friends forever.
Best friends forever.
Mr. Suzuki then informed the girls on their location.
Pardon to interrupt, ladies, but we've arrived at Granbury Mall.
He parked the limo near the front of the mall, and the girls got out of the SUV. He then asked them a question.
What time do you want me to come back?
6:30. We'll let you know when we're done.
Will do, Miss Morgan. You girls have a good time.
Arigato!
With that said, Mr. Suzuki drove off, and the girls walked inside the Granbury Mall.
Wow. This place is awesome.
Without a doubt, Jessie. What should we do first?
Let's go see what kind of clothes they got here, and later on, we can go eat.
Elsewhere, Yuna and her friends had also arrived at the Granbury Mall.
Here we are, dudettes. The mall! I can't wait to buy me some games. Come on, let's go.
Oh no, you won't.
Before Haruka ran off, Mai grabbed her.
Huh? Aw, why not?
First of all, Haruka-chan, we came here to the mall to buy some clothes and then eat later on. Besides, if you've gone ahead and buy your games first, you're just gonna spend all the money.
Yeah, and in the end, we'll be the ones emptying our wallets because of it.
Oh man, no fair.
Yuna and the girls began making their way inside.
I hope they have those shoes that I wanted last week.
You and all your silly dresses. Just point me where to sit and I'll wait there.
Same here. I came here to buy games, not to check out some clothes.
I wish you two would act more ladylike.
No.
Ugh, no way.
Let's stop talking and start shopping.
Akane was getting tired of waiting, so she, Yuna, and Saki decided to go on ahead with their clothes shopping. Elsewhere, Sarah and the girls went to the outlet shop section of the mall and began their shopping.
Man, I don't know which store to go to first.
Christina looked around and saw one that was interesting.
Let's go to that store over there, Nolly's Outlet.
They went inside the Nolly's outlet store and looked around to see the clothes that they got there. Laura was liking some of the clothes that they had there. She then asked if Sarah found anything interesting.
How about this?
Sarah showed the girls a black dress that she found.
It looks beautiful. I'll bet Jack would be stunned if he saw you in that dress.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Jessie gave Sarah a thumbs up. Meanwhile, Yuna and her friends were also in the Nolly's outlet store, and they were also trying out some clothes.
How do I look? You look pretty, Yuna-chan.
Yeah, that dress fits you well.
While continuing their shopping, Sarah noticed the same girl that she saw when leaving the airport. She went over to her direction and started a conversation with her.
Hey, I think I saw you before, at the airport.
Oh, me? Yes, I was there, but... Oh! Are you the girl who I saw in the limo?
Yes, I am. My name's Sarah Morgan.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah-chan. My name is Yuna. Yuna Itami.
It's nice to meet you too, Yuna. Are you here by yourself?
No, I'm here with my best friends. What about you? Are you touring here by yourself?
Nope, I have my best friends here with me too. Want to meet them?
Sure, let me bring my friends too.
The two girls went to get their own friends so they could all meet one another. Moments later, the girls all gathered up to chat. Sarah introduced her friends first.
Yuna Itami, I'd like you to meet my best friends, Christina Roberts, Laura Colvin, and Jessie Watson.
It's very nice to meet you all.
Yuna now introduced her friends to Sarah.
Pleased to meet you all too. These are my best friends, Ebihara-Imai, Saki Sumeragi, Mai Nimura, Haruka Sugimoto, and Pandora Wakabe.
Yo! What's up, dudettes?
Hey, tell me, do any of you play video games?
That would be me and...
Haruka's the name. Video games is my specialty, and winning is what I do best.
I'm liking you girls already.
We came from the US to vacation here. We're currently on spring break right now.
And we have to say, it's magnificent here.
Really? I'm Akane, junior detective. Allow me to welcome all of you to Japan.
A junior detective? Interesting.
Trust us, we are enjoying every second of it, Akane.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
So, what do we do next?
I know. Let's go to the Grand China Buffet. It's located at the Fresh Berry Market section of the mall.
Sounds good to me. Right, everyone?
Groovy.
Where Yuna-chan goes, I go too.
I guess there is no choice, huh? Fine, whatever. I'll go as well.
Seems like you know the places around here a bit well.
Well, sort of. I came to Tokyo a while back with my father, and we visited many hot spots around town.
Cool. Come on. Are we gonna talk all day, or are we gonna eat?
The girls walked their way towards the Grand China Buffet on the other side of the mall.
Well, we're here.
Finally, I'm starving.
You're always starving, Haruka.
Enough talk, let's eat.
The girls went inside the buffet and began ordering their meals.
Yes, I want me some good food.
Please, Haruka-chan, just wait.
Oh, here it comes.
Akane noticed the waiters coming. The waiters brought each of the girls their food to their tables.
This smells heavenly.
I agree. I'm really liking the food that we've had so far.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's eat.
Way ahead of you.
Thank you.
This looks yummy.
Thank you for the food.
The girls began eating their meals.
Delicious.
Without a doubt.
You should try this Hong Kong pork chop. It's right on the mark.
They ate for about 15 to 20 minutes, and after that, they concluded eating their meals.
Ooh, I'm full. How about you girls?
Yeah, I am too.
Same here. I've never been this full in quite a while.
More. I need more.
You had enough.
Aw, no fair.
It was pretty good.
Now that everyone's done, let's go pay the bill.
Sarah was all set to pay for her and her friend's bill. The waiters came to each table and gave them their bills. Sarah used her credit card to pay for her and her friends' meals, while Yuna and her friends paid off for their meals using their cash.
That was awesome!
It sure was.
Pandora nodded, agreeing that she also had a great time with everyone. After the girls paid off their meals, they left the restaurant and walked towards the exit.
It was nice meeting you girls.
I hope we can all hang out again while we're here in Tokyo.
Same here, dudettes. You are all definitely fun people to chill out with.
Please come back soon and we can hang out more.
Yeah, there are lots of stuff here in this city for you all to see.
I hope I can see you all again. Today was really a fun day.
We'll be here all week, so we can all hang out with each other throughout the time.
Yeah, besides, I want to see how good you two are in gaming, and I hope you both bring your A game on.
Sure thing. We're more than glad to show our gaming skills to you, Jessie-san.
Yeah, we can do a lot of great things together.
Like play video games.
Getting out of the city, Haruka.
This was a great day. I really enjoyed the time we spent today with all of you. I hope we get to meet each other again soon.
Laura had a camera with her.
Hey, I want to take a picture of all of us.
Sure, I'm up for it.
Laura asked someone around them to take a picture of her and the other 9 girls. They all got into their poses and smiled at the camera. The shopper then gave Laura her camera back, and then she thanked that person for taking the shot for her, and then she showed the others how it turned out.
This looks amazing.
We all look great.
We sure do.
I couldn't agree with you all more.
After the photo was taken, they all stood near the exit. Sarah gracefully grabbed Yuna's hands.
I hope we meet again soon and have more great times like this. I would like to know more about you girls and the stuff you all do. But until then, take care of yourselves.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
See you soon.
Sarah and her friends then walked out of the Granbury Mall as Yuna and her friends waved them goodbye. Mr. Suzuki had arrived to pick up the girls and take them back to the Sunroof Plaza Hotel.
Did you all enjoy yourselves today?
We sure did. We even made some new friends while we were here at the mall. I say we're going to have an amazing adventure here.
It was a wonderful experience.
It sure was, Christina.
Well, I'm glad to hear you all had a good time here today. So is everyone ready to head back to the hotel?
Yes, sir.
The girls entered the SUV limo and drove off from the Granbury Mall, heading back to the Sunroof Plaza Hotel. While in the truck, Sarah looked out the window and said in her thoughts,
Yuna, Itami, I'm glad to have met you. Much like the bond I have with my friends, I know that our bond is pure too, and we will become best friends forever.
Back at the Granbury Mall, Yuna and her friends began making their exit too.
Come on, let's go home, Yuna-chan.
As Pandora and Mai held Yuna's hands to move forward to their place, Yuna looked at the limo and said in her thoughts,
Sada-chan, I really hope we meet again soon, because I believe you're a good friend, and that our friendship is pure and will never be broken.